Wasn't I clear just now, Katie? I don't want Craig anywhere near my child, ever, for any reason.
You two have already talked about this?
Oh, yeah. So why are you trying to work Mike? I'm not.
I think I can understand her question, can't you? I mean, it looks like you just went right behind her back.
Well, I didn't.
Look, you had your answer. Why are you in the middle of this anyway? Are you really here to do Craig's dirty work?
Of course not. I came for myself. You know what? That's the first thing that you've said that I actually believe. You're here for yourself because you just can't stay out of our lives.
So what exactly did you do to keep Paul quiet?
Oh, he understands it's in his best interest not to mention Cabot and not to press charges against you.
No, Craig, what specifically did you do?
I promised I wouldn't press charges against Jennifer or any of the rest of that circus that tried to run me out of town.
You were gonna press charges against Jennifer?
Absolutely, but never mind, it's done. No payback for me in exchange for no charges against you and safety for your son. It's a fair trade.
I owe you once again, thank you.
Oh, I wasn't enough?
Certainly more than I deserve. After everything that I did to Paul, I don't know if he's gonna forgive me. Wait a minute, we were just fighting. How about Rosanna?
Rosanna's not here. This is just you and me. Hi.
Hey. What are you doing here? Just happen to be in the neighborhood? It's even prettier in the daylight, huh?
I've seen worse.
No, you haven't.
Whatever, so why weren't you at school today?
That's why you're here?
Well, it was the last day of school. Didn't you want to sign a yearbook or say goodbye to anybody? I don't know.
I had a rough morning. Thanks for asking.
Wait, Gwen, you have to tell someone about the baby, okay? You have to tell Casey.
Look, you want to get me evicted? It's not much, but it's all I can afford right now. My landlord didn't sign me on for a roommate. How was the last day?
Huh?
School. How was English Lit? Did Miss Vickery give a big weepy speech, use every minute of your summer, seize the moment, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, how'd you know?
She looks like a crier, and you know she's seen all of those prep school teacher movies like 1,000 times.
Probably.
How'd you do on the last paper?
Do you really want to talk about school right now?
Well, why not? It's the last time we can until next fall, maybe.
Why do you go to Odell Ed?
You mean, how did a lowlife like me get in, or how do I pay for it?
That's not what I meant.
I tested in. Highest score at Foster Middle. They gave me a scholarship.
So this is... Where are your parents, Gwen?
I told you they're out of the picture.
So you live here by yourself on house takeout and cigarettes.
We get a free meal with every shift, and the portions are huge. So I bring them home.
Wow. I'm sorry. It's surprising.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I know the feeling every morning.
No, Gwen, this is not good, okay? You are seriously pregnant. This is not gonna work.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Look at this place, Gwen. It's barely big enough for you, and it's filthy.
Look, it's not much, but people live in a lot worse.
No, okay? You're gonna tell someone, and you're gonna tell Casey.
All right, since this is not an emergency, I think you should just check in and wait your turn.
Sure.
How's your headache?
It's gone pretty much. Don't worry.
It's been 4 hours since you took a pain pill. It's going to wear off soon.
Maybe he's just feeling better. Did you get any sleep last night?
I'm okay. Casey needed to wake up every half an hour, so I want to stay up and make sure we stayed on track.
And you were a good nurse, and Margot and I appreciate it.
It's the least I owed Casey.
You keep saying that. I'm not sure I understand why you think you owe him.
I'm the reason he got hurt in the first place.
Oh, please. You just did what any parent would do. Even Paul should understand that.
Well, maybe he would have if he believed that Cabot was still alive.
He's a pouting idiot. He has decided that everything you say is untrue. He doesn't know you. He doesn't understand that for your child you will do whatever it takes.
Oh, whoa, would you ease up? Look, I know Paul chafes you in very sensitive areas, but he is the guy that I'm in love with, so a little restraint, please?
Well, I can only be so tolerant. I'm having a hard enough time restraining myself from suing Jennifer to within an inch of her life.
I take it your first meeting back with her didn't go well.
She was less than effusive, but I have my goodwill ambassador working on it now.
Is Jen right? You're here for yourself?
No, not in the way that she means. I don't want to cause problems for you guys. I just want everyone to get along, that's it. Craig has a right to this baby, and he's not going to give that up. I don't understand why everyone can't just come to an agreement that would make everyone happy.
Is that a threat?
No, it's the way things are. If you would just work with him, everything would be fine.
You cannot work with Craig Montgomery, okay? And I will not let another child's life be ruined because of a biological accident.
Jennifer, you think that I don't understand where you're coming from, and you're wrong. I do understand. It's just that there's laws about things like this, laws that keep fathers from being cut out of their children's lives. I'm not making that up, it's a fact.
Well, here's another fact for you. Anyone who thinks that Craig has a right to this baby is not a friend to us.
Do you feel like that too?
Tell your brother to back off. And tell him don't send anyone else around here to get close to us either. All right, come on, we're gonna be late for lunch.
Yes.
Hey, it's me. Meet me at the Lakeview.
All right, I'll come right over. But did you see Jennifer?
I'll tell you about it when I get there.
That didn't sound good.
Oh, it's early in the game yet. Don't worry.
Well, if you need a sympathetic ear, I'm around. It's the least I can do after everything you've done for me.
I agree.
I knew you would. Oh, yeah, I was, just about to, but Craig stopped by with some good news. He told me that Paul agreed to, stop Emily from pressing charges against me.
Well, that's good. That is very good.
What's that grin about?
Well, if Paul is backing off of the charges, that can only mean one thing. He's willing to forgive you. You guys still have a chance.
Yeah, are we doing the right thing?
Does it feel right?
Oh, God, it feels good. I want you. I want this. I don't care if it's right or wrong.
Look, you think Casey wants to know about this? He doesn't want to ruin his perfect little relationship with Celia.
Celia's gonna find out sooner or later, and you know what? When she does...
She'll be mad at us? Oh gosh, Will, you're right. I didn't think about that. That'll make it awfully difficult for you to pick up the pieces with Celia after she dumps Casey.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but didn't you think it?
No. Look, unless you're planning on hiding in here all summer, people are gonna find out you're pregnant anyway.
It's true, this kitty ain't so itty-bitty anymore.
That's a bad joke.
It's a stupid name.
You gotta tell someone. Gwen, you gotta tell Casey.
Why? Why, so he can step up to the plate so he can give me a helping hand? Will, he can't even look me in the eye now.
If you tell Casey, then at least he can start to deal.
How is it any help to me to watch Casey deal?
If you tell Casey, then you won't be alone.
You think? What do you think the first words out of his mouth will be? Go on. First question.
Well, I'm sure he'd want to know if it was...
Is it mine? Do you know what that is? That is, tell me that you slept with somebody else because I don't love you, and there's no way in hell that I'm gonna let this mess up my life. And guess what? He's right. He can walk away. He can walk away and tell himself that I'm a liar and a slut or whatever the hell he wants to. Look, do you want to feel completely alone? Tell something like that to the one person you've ever given yourself to completely, the one person who should be in it with you. Have them look you in the face and say, is it mine?
Well, wouldn't you rather know if that's how he's gonna act, if that's really what he's gonna say?
That's so easy to say.
Look, Gwen, you think I don't get it, but I do. All right, if you don't tell Casey, then you will always be alone. And that's no good. Not for you, and not for your baby.
How did you hurt Casey?
Those girls were trying to get me, not him.
But it wasn't your fault. Now, don't you think Casey would have felt a lot worse if they'd gotten to you instead of him? I mean, we all would. It was a vicious prank.
At least it's over.
Well, not yet. We still may prosecute those girls. I mean, at the very least, they're going to be in big trouble with their parents, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was some payback at school.
Mr. Hughes, thank you, but don't make a huge deal out of this. If you do, they'll only try to come after us again.
Not the way I'm going to handle it. I don't want you to worry, Celia. You will be safe.
You remind me of my puppy. Nobody hurts my little girl.
Casey told me that your dad passed away a few years ago. That must be very hard.
I miss him. My whole family, but him the most.
Well, we hope that you will consider us your family while you're in Oakdale.
Thank you.
Look, I hate to burst your bubble, but the only reason Paul decided to drop the charges against me was because Craig blackmailed him.
Really?
Yeah, really. More or less.
Well, still, this is Paul Ryan we're talking about. And if he wanted payback, he would find a way to get it. So maybe he wants to forgive you.
I think forgiveness is the hardest thing in the world for Paul. I think he'd rather walk away first.
Then you can't let him.
When I was away, I would think about all of the things that I said to him. I hurt him so badly, and I knew just how to do it because he trusted me. That man who has been hurt by the people who are supposed to love him the most trusted me. Since I violated that trust, maybe I don't deserve to have him.
What?
Maybe it's not meant to be.
Well, hell, Rosanna, if that's how you really feel about it, then maybe you're right.
Are you sorry?
No.
I mean, I'd understand, you know, that's my fault, all of it. It's all my fault. It is, I pushed you.
I pushed back.
We're all set. Nobody seems to mind that we're a little late.
At least Katie didn't make us miss our appointment.
Yeah.
I know what you did, Mike.
What?
You agree with Katie. I mean, you told me yourself you think we'll have to deal with Craig, that he'll have rights.
Yeah?
But in front of Katie, you did a complete 180. You agreed with me.
I'm not gonna stand there and take her side instead of yours.
Even if you think she's right.
Especially that.
Can I love you more because of that?
Please feel free. Look, ultimately, how we handle things is up to you.
He's done it.
What?
Craig has pushed his way in, and now you don't feel like this baby is yours.
No, not a chance. Listen, this is still our child. I will not let Craig take that away from us. And I just mean, you're doing all the hard work right now. I want whatever will make you calmest and happiest. And mostly, I wish you wouldn't let Craig make you afraid. We can handle whatever he throws at us.
Even if what he wants to throw at us is Katie?
I bet you anything Mike agrees with me. I could feel it. He would have been reasonable, but then Jennifer came out and he heard that I had already gotten a no from her, so this big wall went up.
A united front?
Oh, yeah. I think he was afraid that if he said that I had a point, Jennifer would flip out.
She's angry.
Very angry. Oh, yeah. She was plenty angry before he even showed up, so I'm sure she was still seething. You know, she doesn't like to show it in front of him, but she would love to forget that I exist. Well, or maybe I'm just looking too much into it. She and Mike were in a hurry to get to the doctor.
Is there problems?
No, she said it was just a routine checkup.
But you don't know, for sure.
Craig, she seemed fine. She didn't seem stressed about the baby or anything. I'm sure it was just routine.
Well, she's at that stage now where the morning sickness is gone and she's starting to feel good about herself. And she's likely going to ease up on her regimen and forget to take her what?
You're not gonna get me to believe that you actually paid attention when Sierra was pregnant.
I knew her every whim and twitch.
See, you lie to me like that, and I wonder, why am I sitting here? Why do I even bother?
So I read a book, okay? Why not? I want to understand. I'm part of this. I'll forget.
Craig, I'm sure that Jennifer's doctor and Mike and everybody else will make sure that she takes care of herself.
Who's your doctor?
Why?
Starts with an S, right?
You know, Jennifer switched doctors.
Oh, really?
Really? After I got her information that you weaseled out of me and used against her, I don't know, she just decided not to trust her doctor anymore.
Schiller, right? Schiller at Memorial.
Did I or did I not just tell you she's with someone new?
Who?
Like I would know.
If you know she changed doctors, you gotta know who.
Craig, back off.
Tell me.
No!
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Mike.
This has nothing to do with Sam. I'm here right now with you, Emily, because I want to be here.
I'm sorry I bellowed.
What is wrong with you? Don't you understand what thin ice you're on already?
I just want to know the name of the doctor who is going to bring my child into this world, and you are treating me like Mike and Jennifer, and it is like pulling teeth trying to get a bit of information out of them.
Can you blame them?
Yes, I can. This is my child. All right? What if something's wrong? What about the health of my child?
Okay. Look, it's fine. Jennifer looked okay. I can't imagine that this routine checkup is anything out of the ordinary. And as for feeling cut off, it's gonna take a while for Mike and Jennifer to trust you. You need to just be patient and keep your nose clean.
There is nothing in my life these days that a family court judge wouldn't love.
Except your rap sheet.
These days.
Oh.
At some point, you know, you gotta let the past die.
Yeah, here's hoping. You know, Jennifer wasn't too happy to find out that Henry and I had separated. It's like every time I come around, she's so paranoid that I'm gonna try and destroy her marriage.
So tell me again why you're my advocate here.
You know, model citizen, this is a point in a conversation when most people would be sympathetic to me.
You know, There was a time when Jennifer did have to be a little worried about you and Mikey.
Yeah, but I thought we were past it. Now I'm wondering if we ever will be.
Okay, just tell me one thing. If I hadn't come out when I did, would you have told Katie that you agreed with her? Was today just a show for my sake?
Why are you doing this? Hey, any disagreement we might have, we will settle between us. I don't want Katie in the middle of this any more than you do.
Well, I certainly don't expect her to back off. Especially now that she has so much time on her hands.
Yeah.
She told me that she and Henry split up.
Yeah.
You're not surprised? You already knew.
Henry told me. Katie didn't. It's not like she came
When?
looking for me. I don't know. It was shortly after I got back from my honeymoon. Remember I told you I ran into Henry and he said those two were having some trouble?
Yes, I remember, but trouble is we got into a fight. We split up is a whole nother ballgame. Mike, you purposely didn't tell me.
Oh, I just didn't want to upset you. You had just run into Roseanne. You had this whole sense of impending doom thing going on.
Well, and I was right.
About Craig, maybe, but nothing else. All right, baby, come on. We are fine. Lakeview.
Craig lives at the Lakeview. At least he used to.
Kasnoff, what do you want? I'm sorry, Lisa. I didn't mean to bark. What's up? Was it the main line into the kitchen? Did you have cut off water to the whole place? How are you serving anyway? I'm sorry, Lisa. I can't be there for at least an hour, maybe more. Hold on just a second. It's Lisa. There's some busted pipes at the hotel.
Well, go. It sounds dire.
I don't know. It's just all the.
She had to cut water to the whole building?
Yes, most of the rooms.
Well,
I can call somebody else.
honey, my mother lives there. Do you really want her to have an excuse to come camp out with us?
Lisa, I'm on my way. All right, you sure? I don't want to leave you here.
No, I'll be fine. It's a doctor's office. You could go and come back, and I'll probably still be waiting.
Okay. And we're okay on the other thing, the whole Katie and Henry splitting up thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, yes. I understand you didn't want me to get upset. What?
Oh, no. Today's the day they do the sonogram. I don't want to miss that appointment. I'm going to have Lisa call somebody
honey,
else.
Mike, it's okay. Okay, I'll get them to make a printout if you're not back in time, okay?
All right.
Go.
You tell that kid to smile for the camera.
Look, well, I'm sorry, but you have no idea what this is like.
Not the pregnant part, no.
So how can you even pretend? How can you even pretend to know what I should do with my life?
Gwen, I got locked up for making horrible mistakes that led to a woman being killed. And the one person that was supposed to be there for me, the one person supposed to help me...
But your mom.
Yeah. She wasn't there. And I was left completely alone. And it sucked. Okay? And until you deal with that, and until you can let that go, you're always gonna be alone. But you get over it, and you let people in. Like my brother and my sister. And now I live with Uncle Bob and Aunt Kim, and it's great. Okay, so maybe Casey hasn't acted the way you wanted him to, but there will be other people. I don't know, like his family.
Oh, won't that be great? Do you know how those people look at me? They look at me, and all they see is Casey's big mistake. The hell with that. I am through being anybody's problem.
Gwen, that's not good enough. Okay, there is a baby in there.
Yeah, no kidding. Feels like some alien life form sucking all the nutrients out of my body.
Yeah, well, does it like regular or menthol?
You know what? I don't know. I've had to switch brands 3 times. Suddenly, they all taste like dirt.
Well, maybe your body's trying to tell you something.
Look, Will, I'll be fine, okay?
No, you won't. Okay, you can't do this by yourself.
Yes,
no one can.
I can. I can do anything by myself if I have to, and I have to.
Fine. Here's my number, all right? Call me if you change your mind.
I won't. I told you, I'm through being anybody's problem. I'll be fine.
All right, so you all set?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
For
Everything. Today especially, but everything.
Now, that is positively effusive coming from you. So what is it that you want from me?
Well, you know I'm supposed to have plenty of fluids, but now that I signed in, I have to stay here, so I can't go to the cafeteria.
That's okay, I'll go. What do you want?
Dad, come on, give me a break. I spent the prom night on our family room sofa.
Well, I have a few phone calls I could make, so I guess I could run to the cafeteria and you could stay here and keep Casey company. Oh, your grandfather is chief of staff here. That means everybody knows you, so be normal.
Got it.
Your dad's great.
Most days. I have wanted to do that all morning. Are you still freaked out about last night?
What do you mean?
It was a stupid prank, silly. I'm gonna be fine. Besides, we're gonna be part of Oakdale Latin folklore forever.
Right. I guess we're famous now, whether we like it or not.
Plus, next year will be a shoo-in for prom queen.
Next year?
Yeah, I am gonna want to take you to prom next year.
You don't know that.
What?
You can't say that. I mean, look at what happened last night. Nothing turned out like I expected.
Right, but we still got to be together. Okay? We wear
What does this mean?
us. This year and next year. As long as you'll have me.
You're right. Paul did trust you, and you did trash him, but you had a very good reason.
He doesn't believe that.
Well, then you make him believe it. Rosanna, do you love this man?
Well, of course.
Well, then you fight for him. When you love somebody like you love Paul, like I love Jack, you have to fight for it. You don't just give up. Jack didn't even remember me when he came back to this town with Julia and JJ. He was ready to divorce me. I practically had to kidnap him to Montana to get him away from her. And whose idea was that? Who told me to do whatever it takes?
I did?
Yes, you did. On the very day that you married Paul. So now you get in there and you take your lumps.
I've certainly earned them.
Yeah, you sort of have. All you have to do is keep loving him until he gets that feeling back. And he will. Because no matter how hard Paul may try, he will never get you out of his system.
I remember now. How well we fit.
We never had much of a chance to find out.
Well, there was that one time.
What?
Oh, believe me, I remember. I played it over and over again in my head.
Stop it.
You don't even remember?
Of course I remember.
I know I was just a kid. And you were a much, much older.
Stop it. Not much older.
Well, old enough that it didn't rate for you the same way it rated for me. You were the stuff of fantasy.
Yeah. That was then, this is now.
So what about now? You're not sorry, are you? I mean, if you are, you can admit it. I'll understand.
No. See, that's the problem. I'm not one bit sorry. I'm still ticked off at you. Not filing charges against Rosanna.
Yeah, I know.
You miss her?
Okay, hold on a second. You listen to me. I meant what I said before. This has nothing to do with Rosanna. I'm here right now with you, Emily, because I want to be here.
Hey, Will, you here for Casey?
Yeah, Mrs. Hughes said you guys would be here.
Yeah, it's just a checkup after last night, but we still haven't seen a doctor, so I'm gonna find my dad, see if I can rush this thing along.
Okay, so I have a few minutes to talk to him before he has to go?
Absolutely, he's right down the hall. You'll find him.
All right, thanks. Casey. Casey.
Well,
What?
Are you seriously trying to tell me you've been carrying a torch for me all these years?
I'm just saying that maybe you never completely get over your first love.
I was unforgettable.
Yes, you were.
I've changed, Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, well, who hasn't? But you grew up right, Emily.
Thanks.
I know you don't believe that all of the time.
Do you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, when I think about my life, mostly I just want a do-over. If I had it to do again, let's just say if I ever get a chance to kill my father, I'll do it. Can you imagine how much happier I'd be, how much happier we'd all be if I'd killed my father when I had the chance?
Stop, please. Just listen, okay? What just happened between us was so great. Please don't talk about your father.
You are more beautiful now than you were then.
I have to go, you know.
Yeah, no, I know.
Can I give you a lift home?
You're leaving? You owe me lunch.
You broke?
What?
Well, you say you want to have lunch with me. It must mean you're broke.
I don't like eating alone, okay?
Well, I have business to take care of.
Not Jennifer-related business.
No, my life was ripped up by the roots. I have to get it back together. I have a business lying fallow, bills to be paid, meetings to
Okay.
take.
Okay.
But thank you for going to bat for me.
Yeah, for all the good it did.
Well, let me buy you dinner later this week, okay? Nighttime alone is worse than daytime.
Oh, I see you know what I mean. Mike.
You see?
Oh, wow, look. There's these little fingers, or her little fingers. Can we tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Do you want to know?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it. Yeah. No, yes. What? I mean, shouldn't I be able to tell?
It'll depend on how the baby's positioned.
Doctor, sorry to interrupt. The emergency on the 4th floor. Dr. Wells is on the phone.
Oh, Jennifer, I have to take this. I'll be right back.
I'll be here. Hi. I'm Mom. Can't wait to hold you and kiss your little fingers.
Excuse me, the baby's father's here?
Oh, he made it? Oh, Mike, come look.
Mike, wait. What are you doing here?
Exactly what you planned, right?
What?
Did you have Lisa call me? Maybe you busted the pipes yourself.
I don't know what this is about. Last I saw you, you and Jennifer were on your way to the doctor.
So this is just a coincidence.
Yeah, I was here meeting Craig.
But he hated your progress report?
Mike, I'm just trying to help.
Who are you trying to help?
All of you.
Why don't you stop worrying about everyone else and get a life of your own?
Why don't you go to hell?
You came to see Casey?
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna be here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. Yeah, is he around? Where'd he go?
He's getting tests done.
Oh, for how long?
I don't know why.
I sort of need to speak to him.
Sounds important.
Mm-hmm. Kinda is.
Well, you can wait here.
Okay. Or maybe I'll just go.
Okay. Will, wait. What did you want to tell Casey?
Nothing crucial. Nothing crucial.
It sounds important.
Really?
Really, so if you need to tell someone, I'm here. You can tell me too.
Great. How am I gonna pay for this too?
Unless you plan on hiding out in here all summer, everyone's gonna find out you're pregnant anyway.
Hey, sleepyhead.
I had a dream about Aunt Rosanna and Cabot.
You did?
She's still sad about him.
Yeah. I think she's gonna be sad about him for a very long time.
Paul needs to make her laugh. He's good at that.
Let's hope he can.
You can stay if you want to.
Right now, I would love to, but I can't, so I won't.
So you're gonna walk out that door? You still gonna be mad at me about not wanting to go after Rosanna?
I will do my very best to focus on what you did right today. Okay?
Okay.
I gotta go.
Next week on As the World Turns, brought to you by Spray and Wash.
Maybe letting Craig in is the best way to go. You might be right.
The hell she is.
So what do you say? Will you marry me?
Forget about our past, okay? Forget about our future and just be right here with me, Emily, right now.